morning, everybody. Start of day 3. We just woke up. We just ordered our breakfast. We're going to have it in the room. Say hello, wife.
Hello, wife.
Just want to show you what this looked like all set up. It's kind of tight, but so you can see here, we have a giant bottom bunk. It was tight, but Laura and I were able to sleep on the bottom bunk together. It was a little tight, but we made it work. And
you
we
chose this life.
I did, but I wanted to cuddle. I'm on my anniversary trip. I don't feel like I'm being unreasonable.
No.
Anyway, so that's the bottom bunk. We were able to, I'll be honest with you, I probably wouldn't recommend that, but it is what it is. Now, there is also the top bunk. As you can see, it folds down. This is the ladder that would normally be kind of sitting right where I'm standing. And then I guess some additional sheets as well. There's also a little storage bag up here. I know I watched a video where that was actually one of his chief complaints, is that wasn't there, but it is now. So they fixed it. They also have a reading light up there. Here, these little brackets, I think I mentioned this previously, but this is where you would put up a little mesh person catcher, I guess, so in case you fall. Anyway, so that's what it looks like when it is set up in, like I guess nighttime mode, if you will. So yeah, we're in Nevada. So this is our current views at the moment. You can't really see the mountains up there coming up, but this is what we're looking at. Looks kind of similar to Utah, if I'm being completely honest. So supposed to get beautiful again later, and soon enough we will be coming down the California coast because we are in Nevada with one state left after this one. How you doing today, baby?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Just looking at the tumbleweeds.
Fair enough. Alright guys, see you with the next update. Breakfast should be here soon. Peace. Scrambled eggs. Omelet. Beautiful. Cranberry juice. OJ. No vodka this time. How pretty she is, seriously.
Stop it.
I'm a lucky man.
Yes, you are.
I am. Welcome to Winnemucca, Nevada. That's our first fresh air break of day 1. Cannot help but think of Johnny Cash when I'm sitting here. The song I've Been Everywhere. But anyway, welcome. Started day 2, or day 3. We just had breakfast. It was delicious. Again, we both got the same thing, so we're not going to review it this time. We do owe you a review of dinner last night, though, so we will film that today at some point. Anyway, welcome. See you in a minute, I guess. Alright, y'all. Well, I am getting ready to try out the in-room shower. A little nervous about this. I guess we'll see how it goes. See you in a minute. If I like it, Laura's gonna try it. Alright, so we both just took a shower. I did not realize that the shower head came off the wall. So that was
made it easier.
That's a little disappointing. Honestly, it was a lot like showering in the camper. You could turn the faucet, the shower head on and off. The temperature fluctuated a little bit, which doesn't happen in the camper, but it's a train. So what did you think, my dear?
I thought it was pretty nice. Even hanging up, I could stand underneath of it. And it was hotter than my shower at home, which I love. So I kept messing with it a little bit because I like to rinse off cold, but I like to start off pretty hot. So it was good. Shampoo is kind of nice, smells good. Conditioner stays in pretty well. That took a little bit of time, but yeah, I like the body wash, the hand soap for the face. Yeah, but it was surprisingly comfortable for a capsule bathroom.
Yeah, so would you say that it was the shower adds to the benefit of this room?
Yes. Yeah, I feel comfortable not having to walk down the hallway after getting out of the shower and with, you know, moist clothes on and stuff. So
Yeah, it does give us time to dry off. But alrighty, so overall, I think that would mean that we find the shower and the toilet to be worthy additions, worth the cost, despite what you might see online. I personally feel like it was probably worth the additional cost. You would agree?
I fully believe that. This room really made this journey because of their own little oasis.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Alright guys, so I'm gonna let her get dressed now. And we should be coming up on our last stop in Nevada here shortly, so I'll see you there. Reno, baby. Alright. Last stop here in Nevada. We are in Reno currently. Laura is not feeling all that well. She's got a little bit of motion sickness, so she's just kind of laying in bed right now. But I'm going to come out here, see what Reno's all about. We're in a little bit of like a, well, I guess a trench. They call it the Reno Trench. So either way, here I am. Next step will be California. This is Soda Springs Ski Resort. Alright, y'all. Well, we are officially in California. We just went through the station of Truckee, and we are in California. We are currently navigating northward, upwards, over a series of plateaus through Donner Pass. So if you guys don't know the story of the Donner Party, look it up. It's kind of a dark time, but should be coming up on Donner Lake here shortly, so I'll try to get some footage of that if I can. But we are officially in California. Yay. Woo!
Those sacrifices that they made in the Donner Party helped us get to where we're going now, or gave us the path, gave us the blueprint, gave us the map of how we got this train through here today. So with that being said, the sacrifices of the Donner Party will be celebrated here at Donner Pass once we get through the big hole. Take a little time to reflect. Thank you for listening. I guess we can take this opportunity to watch the the modern marvel of a tugboat so little pushing a big ship like that. Always be the tugboat that think he could. I think I can. All right, that's all the material I got. We'll get going as soon as possible. Enjoy the water while we sit here and wait.
Well, we are at the Richmond, California stop. We have literally one more stop after this one, and that is ours. And we are at the end of the line, so we will be in Emeryville, California. We will then take a bus over to San Francisco, and then we are done. So, anyway, sad to see it end, but I'm ready to be on land again, I'll be honest. Alrighty. Sorry that this is taking so long, but life is busy. So we wanted to go ahead and take a minute now to kind of do a overall opinion on the trip. Talk about a few of the things that we took with us. Some stuff was extremely useful, some stuff we didn't even take out of the box. But we're gonna talk about it. Dixie, really? You're gonna pick right now to be needy?
She missed me.
I guess. For reference, we are filming this significantly after the fact. All right. So, first things first, I'm gonna start. Laura, would you do it again?
Absolutely. I want to do all of the train trips.
Yeah.
All of them. Like, I would love to go all the way around America, maybe even South America. Well, that sounds dangerous.
It does. But
But let's start with the America first that I live in. We live in.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I think the Pacific.
The Coast Starlight.
Yeah, that sounds
one's up
pretty
there
neat.
for me.
I don't know. I could see us going from Chicago to New York, down the East Coast. I mean, I really got a lot out of it. I think that it was so relaxing. I didn't get as motion sickness as I thought I would.
Yeah.
We packed like you wouldn't believe too. We had the patches. We had the what was it? The Dramamine, the wristband. Like what we were sure. At least that I was going to get motion sickness, and it did not happen. It was so relaxing. We actually slept pretty decent, and you know the accommodations were just phenomenal. It was like 10 out of 10. Would highly recommend.
Shout out to my boy Tony.
Yeah, our train attendant concierge was just amazing. Like he really just gave some history and. Just talked with us, was just very personable, and just really made the experience for us.
Agreed. And I really have nothing to add to that, really. I would gladly, in a heartbeat, do this again. I will give a couple of disclaimers. Not so sure this is the most exciting thing for children.
Yeah.
This would definitely be an adults-oriented trip. I don't feel like your kids are probably going to enjoy this very much. There is very little to no Wi-Fi. Pretty much once you get past Denver, don't plan on having cell phone reception again until you get to California.
Right.
It's just the nature of the beast, but I personally enjoyed that. So I would put a couple disclaimers. I probably wouldn't bring children. It's not going to be super exciting to them, but for 2 adults, that's fine. We ended up sleeping on the bottom bunk together, and we didn't really have any issues. If you don't like cuddling, you're probably gonna have to switch beds. One of you sleep on the top, and one of you sleep on the bottom. But we're kind of a fan. What would you do differently this time if we did it again? This list is long for me. I will warn you.
Honestly, I like how prepared we were, like with the duct tape to kind of limit the rattles.
Yeah, we're gonna go into all the stuff we took with us, the little hacks that we did.
Yeah, okay. But yeah. I was just going to say that I liked how prepared we were, and the comfortable clothes we packed. I would say we spent probably too much money on the beer cart.
Yes.
The alcohol cab or whatever
Cafe.
The cafe. Sure, we'll call it the cafe for those that don't get intoxicated on a train. But for us, we love that. But it's also BYOB. Like, they do not mind if you bring your own drinks. And that would have saved us an arm and a leg.
It would have. And that's pretty high on my list, actually, is what I would have done. I would have brought my own alcohol.
I'd also eat steak every night.
Yeah, we tried everything on the menu.
Yeah.
For dinner anyway, nothing came close to the steak, even a little bit. It was all good, don't get me wrong, but the steak was just top notch. Lunches were pretty standard, I think. Nothing spectacular. Nothing bad at all. We didn't have anything that I would say was not great. I did learn that I don't like brie cheese, though. I did learn that.
Yeah.
But I would definitely bring my own drinks, if you will. Honestly, I feel like we kind of brought too much stuff, which got a little bit, I'm not going to say hard to deal with, but it was kind of annoying on occasion. But I feel like we brought a little bit of too much stuff. But then again, at the same time, we were incredibly prepared, more so than we needed to be. But that's not a bad thing.
Well, he's a Boy Scout, so he will always make sure that we're over-prepared for every adventure.
While I am not actually a Boy Scout, I do act like one, so I get that. Yeah, she's not wrong. I watched so many dang videos before we left. And for me, the biggest thing is I would have, honestly, I wish I'd have spent more time not behind a camera. And that's, again, because of this. I'm glad I brought you guys along, don't get me wrong, but kind of wish I'd spent a little bit more time taking it in as opposed to worrying about filming. There's also some filming things I learned, which if I ever do this again, I will fix those mistakes. But
I think you're mostly saying that because of how long it's taken you to edit said videos. We had a lot of videos and photography from this trip.
a total of 573 individual clips on 4 different cameras. I made some mistakes and I'm going to fix them moving forward if, I'm not even gonna say when we do this again. Okay, so all in all, again, I gotta call out my boy Tony. I really think without him, I don't think we would have enjoyed it. We still would have enjoyed the trip, but he made it just that extra little bit special.
He was a character.
He was fun to talk to, and he was just genuinely a good guy. He went out of his way to make things a little bit more special for us, especially once we found out we were on our anniversary trip.
Yeah, super accommodating.
So a couple of things that we took for hack type purposes. She already kind of mentioned the duct tape. This one was the first hack that we used, actually. Within minutes of being in our room, we determined that the little... Really?
She just really wants to play right now.
No,
She
that-
missed me so much.
Okay, fine, but...
She's like,
The
I remember
little-
you taking that trip,
Yeah.
and you left me for so long.
the handle for the sink rattled.
Oh, yes.
And that, it took us it took us like 10 minutes to figure out what the sound was, number one. And number two, we were able to use the duct tape that we brought to fix that really quickly. We never had another issue with that in the past, or in the future. Power strip was another hack that we had that we would not have made it without it. In our cabin, because we did have one of the new cars, we had 2 plugs, well 3 total, but 2 plugs, like one 2-plug outlet and then another one. But honestly, that's it. And in the older train models or the older train cars or the smaller rooms, you only get 1 plug. I myself, personally, not including my camera, had 3 devices that needed to be plugged in. Laura, you had at least another, what, 2?
Yeah, my watch, my phone.
And I had the Kindle. That was the only additional thing that I had. And then plus all my camera gear. We needed the power outlets. So yes, definitely bring up a power strip with you.
As far as games, though, cards did not work.
No, we tried. We did take a deck of cards. It did not work.
I would have liked to see magnetic chess,
Chess would be cool because I do have chess boards
but
in the room.
magnetic.
That would be cool.
That would be real handy, just because you jostle a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, you get used to it. But even when we did get off the train, it kind of still felt like we were
moving for the next couple
Just
days.
Even standing still,
Yeah.
you know, it felt like we were moving a little bit. But
Now, I'm not sure if those tables are magnetic, but if they are, magnetic chess pieces would work.
no, I mean, if you had a magnetic
fair enough.
chessboard for sure. But
We tried to play cards, it did not work. Now, I will say it probably would have worked a little bit better if we had gone to like the cafe car to play cards. But we tried to do it in the room, which is a pretty small table to begin with.
Yeah.
And then I think it might have worked a little bit better if we'd have gone to the cafe car, but at the same
because
time.
it was a bigger table there,
Yeah.
so yeah, it would have been more
Yeah.
spread out probably.
But at the same time, part of the reason we want to be in our room so we can see all the sights, even if we are playing cards. In the cafe car, we'd have had to been down on the bottom, and that really wouldn't have worked out all that well. A couple other things. I'll be honest with you, the motion sickness stuff, I honestly don't know if it worked. The Dramamine we did take, especially on the first train, because with all those issues, that first train ride was rough. Neither one of us was feeling great when we got to Chicago. But I don't know that that had anything to do with the fact that we were on a train, or more the fact that our train was on somebody that died, or we were on a train that killed somebody, essentially is what it came down to. Neither one of us were feeling good, but once we got on the ZEPHYR, we never had any issues. And I was very worried about that because we were on the top floor, so I was really worried it was going to be really shaky, but you get used to it really quickly, and it wasn't a problem for me at all, which I was surprised. A couple other things that we took with us. We brought binder clips because we were told that the curtains don't like to stay closed. We had no issues with that whatsoever. Our curtains stayed closed. They kept the light out. We had no issues with that, but again, we were on a relatively new car. So that probably had some help to do with that. Lysol wipes is a most definite. Take those with you. If you're one of those people who likes to wipe with like flushable wipes, take them with you. Very, very good. Technically, you are not supposed to put those down the toilets there, but...
Hand sanitizer as well. Especially if you have to tape your sink because it rattles.
Yeah, hand sanitizer. One thing that I ended up doing, there was a lot of rattling, and frankly on day 3 it was really starting to bother me because I just wanted to take a nap because I was exhausted. Where I actually ended up taking a couple business cards and like folding them up and prying them in between a couple of different panels, and that actually worked really, really well.
And it's the panels around like where the shelves and the bathroom meets. It's a paneled view. Yeah. And you even put like towels, like washcloths.
Yeah, when we got there, there was a washcloth in there. We didn't put that in there. That was there when we got there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So it's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, but for 3 days, it has its moments where it gets real annoying. All right.
I just got used to it before he did, I guess. But I was also super exhausted.
Yeah, you didn't have any trouble sleeping, but that's not unusual for you either. So, all in all, we had a couple other hack type items. Be honest with you, we didn't really use most of them. We used the duct tape, we used the power strip, and I could see how you might want to use some of the other things that we took, but we didn't need to, right? Again, we didn't have any issues with motion sickness. Obviously, I know for the fact Dramamine works for me, so I was good no matter what, but I wanted to try some of the other things, and we never really had any issues.
Although I will say I really like the patches that go behind the ear.
They are handy.
I find that to just be a little bit, well, I mean, I don't know if it just kept me calm, but that really helped, I think, for me.
But like I said, Lysol, hand sanitizer, that stuff's a given. I mean, they clean these rooms, don't get me wrong, but it's still a room that had another couple in it for a couple days before you got there.
I just felt better to wipe everything down and just, I knew, like it was a peace of mind.
As far as like the sound, I mean, that was probably my biggest concern, was like I wouldn't be able to sleep because it was loud. I don't know if it was because we were just straight up exhausted every night, but I honestly did not really hear anything. The door, I've heard that the door rattles, ours really didn't. The one kind of negative thing that I will say is that you cannot lock the door from the outside, which is for a couple of different reasons. Number one, they don't have to give keys to every single passenger and or worry about electronic locks. But it is a little nerve-wracking when I have several $100s worth of camera gear and an expensive tablet and laptop sitting in my room. It is a little nerve-wracking, so make sure you take a bag if you are worried about that, where you can carry it with you. It's that simple. I will say the roughest part, other than the first train trip for me, was that bus ride from Emeryville to San Francisco. I don't know why, but that just stressed me to no end, and I don't really know why. I don't have a good answer for why. Alright everybody, that's gonna do it for this video. All in all, when it comes down to it, would we do it again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Without a second's hesitation, we would definitely do that again. That being said, that's gonna do it for this particular video. I wanna thank you all so very much for watching. You have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day. If you're getting ready to go to bed, you have a good night's sleep, and I will see you on the next one.
Choo choo.